All right, team. We've got this interesting little article from The Athletic about second-year players who are ready to break out, and they lead it with Kenny Pickett. So I think we've got to kind of talk through a couple of these. So, guys, we're not going to cover everybody that's on the list in the article, but we are going to talk Kenny Pickett, and we're going to talk a couple of these receivers. So, first, okay, who's ready to take a big step forward? Term breakout can be tricky, yada, yada, yada. But, like, let's just jump into it. So, we got quarterback Kenny Pickett, Pittsburgh Steelers. First round pick, 20 overall to the Steelers last year. Okay. It's difficult to say whether what a breakout season would look like for Pickett, other than it likely won't match Trevor Lawrence Pro Bowl turn from a year ago. Don't know if I like that. I think when we're talking breakout for quarterbacks, you're talking production, right? Because what we can't do is we can't say, hey, I think a breakout season for a quarterback is that when he gets in building, his internal team grade is higher. It's like, yeah, of course we want to see that progression. But when we're talking breakout, we're talking this dude's starting to light it up. And then we're going to get to what I think about Kenny Pickett. But Pickett had a rough debut as a starter last season, a 3-interception day against the Jets, a game in which he struggled with pressure. He also made some really nice throws, though, and the up and down ride continued for much of the year. Pickett got sacked a lot last season, 27 times in 13 games, but he brought plenty of those on himself with indecision in the pocket. Okay, let's hold on a second, boys and girls, because when we say a quarterback brought this on himself, what do you mean by that? Like, do you think Kenny Pickett was like do you think he was pointing out the incorrect mic? Do you think Kenny Pickett wasn't aware of the blitz pickups, or do you think maybe every once in a while games up front from the D line, right, twists, gave the Steelers offensive line issues, and then all of a sudden when the pockets collapse and like indecision, at some point we got to be realistic about our guy's traits. Kenny Pickett ain't a guy who's going to spin out of the pocket and really create a ton. He can create, but he's not going to go create a ton. So indecision in the pocket. Come on. That aspect of his game improved, as did his overall play as 2022 progressed. Pickett finished with 4 touchdowns and just 1 pick in his final 4 games. If that trend continues, he could be what the Steelers need. We'll see what this season holds for Desmond Ridder in Atlanta and perhaps Brock Purdy in San Francisco. So, one, when we're talking second-year quarterbacks, I think you couldn't not talk about Brock Purdy. But I want to talk about Kenny Pickett in this video because I think Kenny Pickett is primed for a breakout season. I'm in agreement there that he should be on this list, but I'm not in agreement with, we'll see what it is. He's produced to make production, right? He's going to produce on the field the stat line. He's going to go light this thing up, in my opinion. I think he's going to become way more efficient with the football. I think we're going to cut way down on turnover-worthy plays. We're going to cut way down on our interception rate. I think the Steelers offense is going to go make a run. I really do. And I don't think it's one of those of I also don't think he had that much indecision in the pocket, if I'm going to be honest. I think, hey, we had some pressure looks that were tough to handle, right? For any quarterback. And some quarterbacks are going to end up being sacked more than others, right? Like a guy like Justin Fields, he's probably not going to take as many quote unquote indecisive sacks because he's going to be able to spin out and try to create a play. He'll also take a lot more sacks where all of a sudden it's 18 yards instead of 6 yards, right? Because, hey, I'm spinning out. Oh, someone else gets me. Boom, I'm down for 18. So I think Kenny Pickett belongs on this list, but I think we need to give Kenny Pickett a little bit more credit, okay? The other guy I want to talk about. Sorry, gotta scroll this list, okay? I want to talk about George Pickens. Because this might be he says this might be cheating. Pickens put up more than 800 receiving yards as a rookie in an offense with a first-year quarterback. Still, there's more to come for one of the most explosive ex-receiver athletes in the game right now. Pickens is not a finished product, but the force he generates with his explosion off the line of scrimmage as a blocker or en route can be bonkers. Yeah, I love that. Love that, because I think as Kenny Pickett progresses, George Pickens is going to progress, right? I think that's a no-brainer, but I think when you watch George Pickens, man, there is so much to like from a route running perspective on a guy that people discount his route running compared to his athleticism. Everyone just talks about, hey, he's explosive, he's athletic, he's this, he's that. He's a good route runner too. So to me, man, Kenny Pickett, George Pickens are two guys that I think are going to have explosive second years, where I agree with this article. The reasoning for it, though, to me is where I kind of like, I have a little bit different opinion, but I think ultimately if we're getting into the opinion of their breakout stars, they're breakout stars. So guys, I'm excited about that Steelers offense. I'm excited about those two. I want you guys to tell me what you think of this news format, though, because I really enjoy covering some of these articles. I enjoy giving my perspective on them. If you guys enjoy it, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think George Pickens and Kenny Pickett are going to be like this year. And until next time, peace.